This is the best part. Ah, no. Oh, no. My elytra didn't open. What's up, everybody? My name's Matthew, and welcome back to another episode. Guys, I've been out on vacation for a week. I've been out in Vegas and out in Texas having some fun. But we are back here in the Journey to Hermitcraft series. Let's get quickly caught up. In the last episode, we did an end bust. Here's all the goodies we found. We'll go through that a little bit later. Quick update on this iron farm. It's definitely broken and no longer working. So I will have to be tearing this thing down soon. And in future episodes, we'll build a bigger, better iron farm. Good news is it was working for a while. And we've stocked up quite a bit of iron, so we should be okay for a few more episodes. Sooner or later, this thing will come down. And I don't know if you remember, also in prior episodes, all of our villagers disappeared. We had them all stuck under this hill, safely tucked away in here, or we so thought they were safe. However, they disappeared. My only guess is that somehow a zombie spawned in here. I had this open. And maybe it was just slightly too dark, and a zombie spawn came in, turned them all into zombie villagers, and they just despawned. That's the only thing I could possibly think of happened. So anyways, luckily we have several villagers still up in this iron farm. In today's episode, we will make a proper villager breeder. So that's kind of the goal today, is we're going to potentially clean this up. That might wait for one more episode. Let's go through all the stuff we found in our end bust, and let's make a new proper villager breeder. That way, all of these guys don't disappear, and we're out of luck with villagers. So first things first. Our loot boxes. Let's see what we've got during the end bust. So we gathered just random end brick stones, some glass, some of this chorus fruit and chorus fruit flowers. We got some end rods. Nothing major in this box. Here we go. This is the iron and diamond chest. Look at all this stuff we got. I mean, we got some pretty good stuff in here. So this is awesome. This is going to help us out. And then in this box, this is the stuff we took with us, nothing in there. And then check it out, we got a couple elytra, some dragon head, 10 diamonds, ooh, some shulker shells. This is the good stuff. This is really what we wanted. A couple end chests. So honestly, not too bad. We did pretty well during that end raid. Also, mending elytra. Guys, we got the elytra now. I can't believe it. But we have an elytra, we're able to fly around. Let's go sleep the night away, do a quick fly around of this area so we can see what it looks like. I mean, flying with the elytra is the coolest thing. Ooh, yeah! Check it out, guys! Oh, the area view is so cool. I've been waiting for this moment. We've been waiting for it. Check it out, guys. Let's fly over the village. Look at this area over here. I'm excited to start building in this section. This is this cool little terrain. I think we can do some fun stuff over here. This is going to be awesome. Oh, check it out. Secret little water area over here. Secret little pool. That's cool. Oh, this is so awesome. So a couple farms we're going to need clearly are going to need to be a creeper farm and possibly a sugarcane farm so that we can make a bunch of rockets. But one of the things I wanted to start out with today was just creating a nice little area up top here. Let's clear off some of these trees, potentially move these houses slightly. We're going to make a little fountain here in the middle, a little gathering area for the whole village as the center spot. And I believe we're just going to make the village breeder directly above it, way up in the sky, so that the villagers don't claim all the beds in our village below us. I think that's the plan. So let's start clearing some of these items. I'm going to first tear down this little I guess you would call it a fountain. I'm going to tear that down, move some of these trees over, and we will go from there. Alright, so we have started our little project off. So we removed the tree that was sitting here. We removed the tree that was sitting over here. We tore down the original fountain. If you remember, that takes us down to our little secure room. We're going to push the fountain over a few blocks. So this was the center of the old one. This will be the center of the new one. And we're going to basically build this thing out of stone bricks. So we're going to get the base going here. I think on the inside, actually, I may want to take this down a level, to be honest with you. Let's do some playing around. And I think on the inside here, I'm going to do some blue wool, just to try to make it look a little deeper than it actually is. So we're going to mess around with this, and then we're going to build it up and see what we can do to create a really cool looking fountain here in the middle. Then we'll top it off with the bell so that the villagers have a little meeting area. So let me mess around, let me play around with a few things. We'll come back and I'll explain what I did. Alright, so I did decide to move it down one block. So as you can see, I've recessed the edge down a block. And we filled down even lower a block with some blue wool to try to make it look like water. We have some glowstone here on the edges for some lighting. And let's go ahead and attempt to build the rest of this up together here. So, at the top here, we're going to put some upside down stairs. This might get a little tricky to build as we're in survival mode. And then we need to pick some angles here. So I think it's going to go left and right. This one makes sense here in just a second. Alright, let's pillar up. Oh, that's a half slab, so that won't work. Okay, let's pillar up from right here. Alright, so on this side, let's go ahead and put one more glowstone in the middle for some additional lighting. We'll put a stair on this side, stair on this side. Then we're going to go ahead and change it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and put some cobblestone walls on the opposite sides. Alright, this is looking promising. Uh-oh. Alright, that's looking good. Oh, I need to go get my end rods real quick. 1 second. Alright, I got the end rods. Alright, now we need a few more stairs here, so I'll make one more batch of those. And we need to put an upside down staircase there, one there, and then on the opposite side. So, put one here, and one here. So, let's get back up on top of this thing. Pillar up again. Alright, now up top here, we are going to want to let's put some cobblestone walls on all of the edges. Let's jump over here. Alright, so we got 4. Well, let's put a couple here in the middle. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And then let's put some end rods. So we're going to put one on each end. Now, sometimes I use these iron bars. These will be iron bars. Waterlock this top one, just like that. Get these blocks out of the way. Ah! Sorry, guys. Let's get this block out of the way. This block. Dang it! Because I had those blocks there. Okay, well, this is what it's supposed to look like all the way around. Because I had those blocks there on the other side, it screwed it up. So let me just fix that real quick, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, it's nighttime. Let's check it out. So I fixed the water stream. Let's see what it looks like at night. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's looking just awesome. Dang. Alright, cool. So we got a bunch of light. Now we have this focal point, this center area. This fountain. Ah! Get out of here. No! No! Gosh! Oh, yeah. I gotta get better at this Elytra thing. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to fix that hole. But anyways, the fountain's done. On to the next project, which is the villager breeder. So I'm gonna steal the villagers out of here. I'm gonna have to build a platform way up there in the sky. I kind of want to do it directly above the fountain, to be honest with you. Have it all centered. And move the villagers up there. All right, guys, we have a very, very special treat today. We got Hermitcraft's very own ImpulseSV here, teaching us how to build his villager breeder. He has a tutorial online, so I'll make sure to link it below. But he's here, and he's going to explain how this thing works. So, Impulse, go ahead and take it over, bro.
Wow. So, how does this work? Well, with the Minecraft Java update to 1.14, villager breeding mechanics changed quite a bit. Villages now rely on beds to control the population instead of doors like it did in the past. So in order to get our villagers to breed, they need to believe that there's a bed available for their offspring. In addition to that, the villagers also need to have food in their inventory to be willing to breed, and they need to be able to sleep in a bed themselves. Once they breed, they'll consume some of the food in their inventory, meaning that eventually they're going to run out of food and stop breeding. This design makes sure the breeder villagers always have food in their inventory by having a farmer tend to a farm and share the food with them. For this design, I'm using a carrot and potato farm designed by Logical Geek Boy to supply the breeders with that food. There's a link in the description for his video on that. I suggest you check that out. And for the breeding cell, I've used a concept by RayWorks, which allows the breeders to sleep and return to a 1x1 cell on top of a fence post, which is going to ensure that the babies are separated out and not claim a bed in the village for themselves. So by connecting these two designs together, what we have here is an infinite villager breeder, which is going to produce up to 12 villagers per hour. And since the breeders receive more food than they can actually hold, you can store that food for yourself and have yourself a nice little passive carrot and potato farm.
All right, thanks, Impulse. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today and explaining to people how this villager breeder works. So, guys, here we are. My fountain right down here below all this dirt. I have pillared all the way up to build limit. Build limit's actually 10 blocks higher. I don't know why I didn't want to be at build limit, but come down 10 blocks just to give myself a little bit of room. And I'm going to start this build out. So this is going to be the big old grass area where the farmers are harvesting their crops. And where I'm standing is exactly above the fountain below. And this is where the villager breeder will be. So somehow we're going to have to get the guys from down there in the iron farm all the way up here, which will be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. But let's build this thing up in stages first. So here we are. I'm going to finish this out. This is the footprint of it. Let's build it out the rest of the way. Okay, update number 1. Guys, we got all the grass blocks down. We got our lighting in. So we are just using glowstone as our lighting. And we also have all of our water in. So we have a waterlogged slab right there. I created an infinite water source up here since we're in survival, so I don't have to keep going back down. Then we have stairs with these trap doors along on the side to keep the water in. So then we just waterlog some stairs on each corner. And that's currently where we're at. So on to the next update. Okay, so guys, we got all the land tilled up now. So as you can see, that one, see how this one's not quite waterlogged yet? This one's not quite. It will all start spreading. But anyways, we tilled all the land. Now we need to plant our crops. So I had a choice between, I think, potatoes or carrots. The funny thing is I actually don't have either of those. I have everything else except for carrots and potatoes. So I'm going to go search a couple of the nearby villages that I saw. I know there's one over in this direction. And to see if I can go find some carrots or potatoes. And whichever one I come across first will definitely be the one that we use. So here's to me, good luck. Oh, and here's that first village. So hopefully we'll find one right here. What's up, guys? Let's catch you up real quick. Today is actually the next day in real life. Yesterday I got a little carried away trying to find this stupid potato. I seriously probably went to 6 villages, none of which had this potato. None of them. Not one of them. So I read online that if you kill zombies, they have a chance of dropping carrots or potatoes. So I've been up all night searching for zombies, killing zombies, letting creepers blow holes all over the place. And honestly, I went probably 6 or 7 Minecraft days through the nights, and I was killing these zombies with a really strong sword. Remember, it had like looting and knockback and all that stuff. So I probably died 5 or 6 times, maybe even more, trying to do that, and somehow I lost that sword. I really don't know where it went, but it's gone. So I pulled out this sweeping edge 3 sword that we found in the end, and literally the first zombie I killed dropped the potato. So I'm thinking it had to do with looting, because we had looting on it. It wasn't dropping just random junk, it was only dropping good things, which happens to be like rotten flesh, I guess. But anyways, so for you guys, future references, be careful what enchantments you have on your sword if you're trying to get carrots or potatoes from zombies. Anyways, so now we have 1 potato. I got a bunch of bone meals from our underground XP farm. It's the skeleton spawner. So I'm just going to sit here, harvest a bunch of potatoes for a little while until we have enough to fill up our new villager breeder. Also, in the meantime, I've created this huge... we're going to make an elevator up there, and we're going to just do the water column elevator like we have in the past. So I created literally, I don't know how many stacks of dirt. It took a lot. All the way up there. So that bait thing is basically ready to go. I just need enough potatoes here, and then we'll be able to get to the next portion of the farm. So let's just get some potatoes. Okay, one other thing I forgot to mention to you guys. Oh, get this creeper out of here. Oh, that was close. I don't know why. I thought he was going to blow up. Okay, one other thing. When I was out there searching for all those villages, I came across a snow biome, and I found spruce. So spruce has been something I've been looking for forever. So I grabbed some ferns while I was there, some spruce saplings, and I also found sweet berries. So we'll get into this in another episode, but I wanted you guys to realize where these came from. The snow biome, it is in this direction, north, not that far actually. So you'll run into 2 villages, an ocean biome, which actually is a warm water ocean biome that has tropical fish and coral. It's really cool, so we're going to be using that area quite a bit in the future. And then right after that's the snow biome, so it's not that far. Alright, so let me show you what we've done so far. We got all of our potatoes, we got walls up, and we got the breeding chamber ready. So let me just show it to you guys real quick. So I planted all the crops. Ah! Sorry, I'm still getting used to flying around again. But it's so fun. Alright, so anyways, okay. As you can see in here, we got all the crops planted. Our composter in the middle with a block above it, a light block, so that the villagers can't jump on top of this and ruin all the crops. We got 2 blocks of glass panes going all the way around the outer edge, except for where I'm going to be boating them in, and over here where the villagers are going to be stored. So you can see we have a fence post here. Underneath it is a hopper, but the villagers are going to be standing right on this fence post. Some trapdoors around it and some beds around it, which hopefully the villagers will not be able to get into. I ran out of rockets. You can see I have 6 left, but I had this temporary water source over here as a way to get up and down, because I didn't have any rockets. So anyways, the next thing we have to do is get the villagers up in here. So I'm going to get some boats, and I'll meet you back down there on the villager platform. Alright, get some boats. Right, soul sand down. Boom, elevator activated. Now, you 2 idiots, time to get in there. Alright. Yes, get in there. Thank the Lord. Oh, this is a long elevator, so hopefully they're fine up there. Come on. Whoa, I can't believe how long this elevator is. Now Now, please don't fall off the edge. Now, just get in there. Get in the boat. Just get in the boat. Please just get in the boat. Yes. Okay. Alright, guys. One and down. One to go. Or two to go. Okay. You guys remember this deal, right? You guys remember this, right? Well, look who decided to join us all on his own. Yes, thank you. Thank you for making this easy on me. Alright, so this is the second villager. He came up all on his own. We got the first one down, already in that hole over there. So now we'll have the two guys off into the chamber. Then we just need one more that will be doing all the farming. Get down here. Get in that hole now. Get in there now. I'm not playing around, dude. Yes. Now you get in the boat, please. Okay, my golly. Alright, guys. Last time, hopefully, we're going to be on this crazy boat ride with these stupid villagers for a while. But let's get this last one in and then, woo, we'll be done with them. This feels good. Good. Well, alright. Okay. Well, that was way difficult, but we got the two guys down in here. We have, and they are jobless. You can see they're not wearing any hats, so they don't have an occupation right now. One guy's still in here. You see how he's the farmer, so he connected with this, which is awesome. Now we're going to let him out so he can start feeding the other villagers, potentially. Let's fix this. And honestly, that is it. Alright, so now we should have a working villager breeder. I'll have to clean things up. I'm going to have to put a roof on this thing just in case it rains or lightning comes. They don't turn into witches. I'm going to clean up that little platform down there. And guys, we have a working villager breeder. This is awesome. Okay, so finally, our villagers are safe for the long haul, which was the main thing. I was pretty afraid that after the last group disappeared that we were going to have some trouble. So hopefully we're good to go. But guys, that's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please click that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Tweet me at Mathew Kande, and we will see you guys next time. Peace!